Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, please continue to pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video. So a couple of things this week. I feel like I look way too young for my age. I attract people in the wrong age brackets. And second, I think there's a little bit of prejudice due to my appearance as well. So, for example, I went to a meetup group, and by chance, there were a lot of Asians in the group, and I didn't, for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel like I was excluded. A lot of times when I go to a meetup group that is mostly dominated by white or African Americans, I have a tendency to sit at the table, and all of the eyes and ears will look in the other direction. And I didn't have that problem in a group of Asian people, and I may think about my appearance. I think here in the United States, people who are white or African American are just more dominating on top of Asians in a group setting, and maybe I can do something about my appearance in that regard. But first, the student who was kind of inappropriately hitting on me. What had happened was I was hanging around in the student union, and I had a few good conversations with this one girl who didn't pivot her eyes elsewhere, right? And something else, a coincidence that made me feel good about that connection. 2 months ago, when my grandmother passed away, I asked her to go talk to Mary Curry to help me with networking with some of her descendants, right? And when I got to know the girl and we added each other to Facebook, I realized that her birthday was exactly 100-year anniversary of the loss of Pierre Curie, 1906. And I had a little issue with her though, and I had to take a break from talking to her for a week and explain to her that I felt uncomfortable, but she apologized for it. What had happened was that she got way too personal with me. She had one night she was writhing in pain and texted me explaining how she was in pain from this one bodily function that she just that is kind of private. And so I thought that was weird. You got an 18-year-old girl telling me about this. And then she went on to talk about some relationship dramas that she had earlier on in her life. And it was just so weird. I had to block her for like a week. And I asked her, can I ask you, like, why you trust me so much with these things? And she didn't have a good explanation for that. And then we talked about other stuff. So that's good. But it just, I mean, it's one thing to be made uncomfortable due to that. It's another that it makes me wonder, how old do I look? And that really is upsetting because I have a hard time networking with those my age because of reasons like that, right? The same reason that an 18-year-old girl would be comfortable sharing those things is probably the same reason that a 40-year-old girl doesn't want to approach me, right? I look very young for my age, right? And so I'm gonna have to work on my appearance on both fronts, right? For some reason, I don't look dominating and tough enough, and for another, I look way too young for my age, and that's probably really hurting me. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.